current news podcast.
With Elu and Jesse.
Yes.
All right, so today we're diving deep into early 2000s hip-hop.
Okay.
But, not the music itself. We're going behind the scenes, like way behind the bling, into the world Elisabeth Ovesen exposed in your memoir, Confessions of a Video Vixen.
Oh, for sure. And with this recent interview excerpt you shared, it's like, whoa, seeing that era with fresh eyes,
Right.
all the glamour, but then all the grind too.
Yeah.
And it hits different now in the age of #MeToo,
Totally. So, imagine this. Early 2000s, Diddy at the peak of Bad Boy.
Oh, yeah.
And Ovesen, she's only 21.
Wow.
Fresh off the set of Jay-Z's Hey Pappy video.
I remember that one.
And she basically gets, gifted to Diddy.
Wait, what?
Yeah, by Irv Gotti and Ja Rule.
No way.
It's insane.
And speaking of insane, that Hey Pappy video, right?
Yeah.
$1 million budget.
Mm-hmm.
That's not just money, it's a statement. It's like, this is the level of wealth and power we're talking about.
Yeah.
And in that world, women, new ones especially, they could become almost like pawns in a bigger game.
And that's exactly what's so disturbing. It's like her agency was, poof, gone.
Yeah.
Diddy just shows up and it's, send her to my house. It's nothing. It's chilling. The sense of entitlement, treating women like possessions. Ugh, it's just...
And it throws a harsh light on how the industry operated back then. These guys, they weren't seeing women as collaborators or artists in their own right. It was more like their value was tied to how they looked and who they were seen with.
And then she gets into Diddy's parties, describing them as Great Gatsby level, synchronized swimmers, trays of, it's almost surreal. But thinking about it now, it's more like a calculated move to create this atmosphere. Anything goes.
Pressure, blurred lines. Ovesen even said, choosing your pill set the vibe for the night.
Ugh.
Think about that for a second. That's not just a party, it's coercion, maybe. Where consent, real consent, gets murky.
And with the power dynamics already so skewed.
Totally.
Diddy, someone like him, says, jump. It's not how high, it's how many times.
Exactly. And that's where the glamour turns dangerous. It's a shiny surface hiding a really dark undercurrent.
Yeah.
And we're only now, because of voices like Ovesen's, really starting to deal with it.
And it gets even heavier, It's not just about the pressure cooker of that world.
Right.
Ovesen talks about abuse, real abuse she experienced.
Yeah, and that's where it's like, okay, this isn't just an industry thing. This is a problem.
Yeah.
Ovesen mentions that video, the one of Diddy allegedly attacking Cassie.
Oh, right.
And she says, I know exactly how that feels. Chilling, right?
It's
it just throws everything into sharp relief.
It's like she's saying this has been happening all along, just hidden.
Behind closed doors, or brush aside, it's nothing. But for these women, it's real.
Absolutely.
And it's not always the physical stuff either, though that's obviously huge.
Right.
But Ovesen talks about men who hate women, who beat us early and often.
Wow.
That quote, it gets to the core of it. It's not just about hitting, it's about control.
It's about power.
Yeah, dominance. Making someone feel small so you can feel big. And that messes with you long after any bruises fade.
It's amazing to me she's so upfront about it now.
Right.
But remember, her book, it came out in, 2005?
2005, yeah.
Way before #MeToo was even a thing.
She was way ahead of the curve. Putting it all out there, naming names.
And she got slammed for it.
Oh, totally. Risked her career, her reputation, everything, just to speak her truth.
Makes you think, how many others were silenced back then?
Too many, I bet.
Even with all the #MeToo stuff, has anything really changed?
The $1 million question.
Yeah.
I mean, look at it. We've had wave after wave of accusations.
Even about Diddy, right?
Exactly. It's like Ovesen's story, even though it's, 2 decades old now?
It's crazy.
It's more relevant than ever.
Right.
Because it proves this isn't ancient history. It's baked into the system.
And not just music, right?
Oh, please. This is everywhere. Hollywood, tech, even politics.
It's like power corrupts.
Power corrupts and absolute power.
Corrupts absolute.
Bingo. Ovesen's experience, it's like this. Beacon, shining a light on a much bigger problem.
Because if we don't see it...
You can't fix it, right.
But there's another side to it too, right? It's not all bleak.
Oh, totally.
Even with all the darkness Ovesen reveals, there's this...
Hope.
Yeah, like a call to action almost. She says, and I'm quoting here, more women need to tell their stories. You will survive, you will make it through, and you will come out stronger and vindicated in the end.
Damn, that's powerful, especially from someone who's lived it,
Right.
She didn't just talk the talk, she walked the walk.
Totally.
And faced the music, so to speak.
Yeah.
Taking that risk, putting it all out there. It's kind of inspiring, actually.
And this is going to be the 20th anniversary of the book soon.
Whoa, 20 years.
Makes you wonder, looking back on it all now,
right?
How does she even process that whole chapter?
And here's the thing. She hasn't backed down at all.
No.
Nope. If anything, she's more vocal now. Like recent interviews. She's doubling down, making sure this stuff doesn't get swept under the rug.
Which is huge, because if we don't talk about it...
It doesn't get fixed, right?
Exactly. It's not just about one woman's story anymore. It's about...
the whole damn system, yeah.
The power structures that let these things happen in the first place.
And everyone thinks, oh, the music biz, it's all glitz and glamour.
Right. So far removed.
But that's BS. These dynamics, they're everywhere. Offices, schools, even just friend groups.
It's like that saying.
Hit me with it.
Sunlight's the best disinfectant.
Ooh, I like that.
The more we drag this stuff into the open,
the harder it is to ignore.
And maybe, just maybe, things actually change for real this time.
I'm down for that.
Yeah.
Ovesen's story, yeah, it's got its dark parts, but the hope in it, that's what we need to grab onto. Because we all deserve better.
We do. So, as you're going about your day, think about it. The power dynamics you see right in front of you. What doesn't sit right? Where can YU be that voice, even if it's just for one person who feels silenced? That's what this all boils down to. That's the conversation we gotta have.
Turn the dial to the daily news. Turn the dial to the daily news. Turn the dial to the daily news. Bringing voices, headlines, and shoes. We turn the dial to the daily news.